Hello, kitty. As soon as you hit the record button, he starts, like, as soon as I hit the record button, he starts going crazy. Hey, Vega. He's like, nope, fuck y'all.
He's like, I refuse to be on camera.
Okay, fine. Go on, buddy. You won't, just don't hurt yourself, alright? I see him. Yeah. He's just hiding right over there off camera. He can't... Hey. Vega. You know what, Vega? How's about this, huh? How's about this? How's about to just make the camera come to you, huh? How's about that, huh? How's that feel, huh? That make you uncomfortable? Apparently not. No, look at him. He's perfectly fine with it. But yeah, Vega just.
He's like, I just want to chill by myself.
Yeah, let me get the camera fixed back now. So yeah, that's a little preview of the house or the basement area. You know, that we haven't. I don't think we've shown like the full basement since we've got it worked on a little bit. There we go. And okay. I think we're still in focus. Yep, still good. So, Vox Machina, episode 8, A Silver Tongue. This episode we left off. We're recording this one just after the last episode, so I just want to know what's going to happen to Percy's sister. He's smelling something. He's like, he's looking over at me. He's like, did you just fart? We need just a dedicated camera on Vega. Just because I know people are going to be like, I love Vega. Show more Vega. And I'm just going to be like, he doesn't want to be seen on camera. He's ashamed to be seen with us. He hates us. He's like, I'll eat the food you give me, but I will not appear on camera. God. All right. Anyway, so A Silver Tongue by episode 1 or episode 8 of Vox Machina. Here we go.
Light and mercy cleanse the soul.
We'll try this again in a few hours, when you've regained your strength.
No. I'll try again now.
It's too dangerous, Spike Trickfoot. Do not indulge madness out of desperation.
Once more.
Cass! Stay with me.
I've wanted to do that for longer than you can imagine.
Keyleth.
Keyleth, hurry!
Percy, just shoot him. Just shoot him.
You can do this.
Come on, Keyleth.
You son of a bitch!
We're all sons of bitches, bro! You in particular, from that bitch who bore you! Or did I poke a sore spot? You didn't know your parents like I did. They took every opportunity to keep an intellect like mine nose down. And for my efforts, they have given me a great many rewards.
Oh.
Rise, Amarvo! And greet our
Silver
guest.
Tongue. That's the namesake of the episode.
Oh,
Damn.
crap.
Damn.
I want to reload.
This revenge is mine. Not if you're dead.
There you go, Grog.
Teach you not to shoot my friends! If you're not dead down there, we can use some help.
You and you on the white-haired one.
Roll, Grog.
Which one can I kill?
Literally anyone.
Almost there, Keyleth. You can do it.
Cassandra?
Oh! Legitimate response to almost dying. Just like waking up like... Ah! Oh. Thank you. Actually, where her throat just got so like, hey, thank you. And she's dead again. El Tigre, there you go.
As much as I loathed having to teach you, I'll relish watching you skinned alive.
Go for the joints.
The straps!
And there goes the head.
Don't get mad, big guy.
Don't tell me what to do, smaller guy! I hate your face so much. And you, how would you like to kill your friends for me?
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
At your command.
Wow. That's a hell of an ability.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's if
Mind
you're of a
control.
low I wonder if it's if you're of a low enough intelligence you're
Failed to save.
Huh?
Failed a will save, probably.
Kill Vox Machina.
Grog.
Pike! Can you hear us? You must stop!
I won't go! No! Not without an answer! No! Please! Neverland!
faith challenged and faith rewarded.
I was trying so hard to find you.
Whoa.
Speak, child. Who are you?
I'm lost. I tried to live up to your standards, to be a steward of your faith, but I failed.
Lies will not lead you back.
I'm not lying.
Tell her why you're really there, Mike.
Please, Grog! We're your friends, remember? We love. Stay out of his range. There's no reasoning with him while he's charmed.
You're gonna need a little more oomph behind that pole.
We can't stop Grog, so let's stop wasting our time on him.
Enough of this!
Shit.
I want you to know how you died and who did it to you.
Friends. I owe you an apology, Professor. You're right. Derolos treated you poorly. My parents never recognized my potential and clearly missed yours as well.
Nice try, Derolo, but flattery will not prolong your life.
And yet it bought me all the time I needed.
It's gonna ricochet a shot around the room and hit him in the face with it. Oh! Nice.
Jaw-dropping accuracy. I'm sorry. No, I am not. Fucking hell, that was awesome. Nice shot, Percy.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Get it, I guess?
Oh, look at it go.
Silver tongue.
Nice.
We trusted you. You were our teacher. We would have done anything you asked.
Damn. And he blew his fucking head off. What a guy! Oh.
Are you all right?
I think she's going to be okay.
Look for anything useful and make it quick.
The Briarwoods kept you alive.
Of course they did. They had use for me.
You must have wanted to escape.
Running away was never my strong suit.
We don't need to anymore. We're together.
Apparently, Anders' only valuable possession was in his mouth.
Oh. Hey, is this one of them connector dots?
It's a star chart, Grog. These symbols show the sky at a specific time and date. The solstice. We need to signal Archie. Let him know that Cassandra is safe. I might have something for that. I've always wanted to try this. Kinda terrified? Kinda impressed.
A sign. A sign of the heavens. You love to see him pissed off.
Pretty cool too, because you can do that from anywhere and nobody knows where you did it from.
Yeah.
But everybody sees it.
Where's my steward?
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh, great. It's the fucking undead.
We've done all we can do for her. She's too far gone. If Pike is to return to this plane, she'll have to find her own way back.
The truth is,
You want to help your
I
friends.
left the righteous path. I was drawn to depravity and violence. When I'm with my friends, we mix it up, and we drink, we fight and curse, and I love it. They're why you cut off my connection to your light. Unless you didn't sever it. I did.
Now you speak truth.
I have to choose?
We do not choose. We walk down a path. Any path can be a holy one, so long as one walks it with truth. So I ask a final time, who are you?
By lightning, you got struck. By the baddest motherfucker, you got Scanlan.
Uh-oh.
Scanlan, no.
Oi! You fellas got room for a third? I just got done being a big bad hero, and I'm down for a little ugly bumping.
I don't think that's.
I don't think you want to bump
Come
something
on,
that
we got
ugly.
enough magic below the belt to make you feel young again. Hey. Of course it's obvious. Yeah, because fuck me, that's why.
Hey, oh, Scanlan! Oh, you fucking missed it!
Oh, there's a hole.
Yeah, not really the time for one of your whorehouse stories.
No.
No, a horde of undead.
Oh, poopy.
Oh, balls. End of the episode. Well, at least we know that Pike's sister is all right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's something, at
I
least.
mean, Percy's. You said Pike.
Sorry. At least we know that Pike's faith is still like her faith is still like there to a certain degree, but Percy's sister is all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That last part with Pike, the whole thing about choosing, I think what's going to happen is that the Everlight isn't going to basically leave her. It's basically like tearing all doubt away from what Pike perceives as the life that she has to lead versus the life that she is leading.
Yeah.
As long as she is doing good and helping others and helping her friends, that's, I think, what the Everlight would consider more just than bowing and scraping and, living a life that to Pike would be unfulfilling. You see, there's some people that find fulfillment in faith. They find fulfillment in acting out their church's wishes. But there are others who are followers of the faith that wish to see the world. They wish to, do good in the world and not necessarily proselytize. I mean, because, if you proselytize, if people ask you about it and you tell them about it and you proselytize to those people who ask you about it, that's all well and good. But basically just, like, going somewhere and saying, like, if I went to a random African country and I literally walked up to people and said, if you don't believe what I believe, you're going to hell, like, the stereotypical thing, then I think that would be, I think God would look at me and be like, what in the world are you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, this is not my faith. This is not what I wanted my faith to be. And I guarantee you that's what Everlight is telling Pike. Like, look, you're going to make mistakes. Like, as has been said in Christianity, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And there's no one, because everyone's a sinner. And Pike is a sinner. But Pike is also a person of faith. Tremendous faith, because of what the Everlight gives her. And I think she's going to realize now, hey, I can be myself, and I can be who I want to be, and I can also have the power of the Everlight.
Because that's basically, like, the whole thing that I kind of believe with my faith is, like, drinking and playing video games and listening to loud, like, scary music and watching horror movies and, basically actually, like, doing things that you enjoy shouldn't mean that you can't have a relationship with God, essentially.
Well, and also the fact is,
like, just because you have a relationship with God doesn't mean your life has to be boring and miserable.
Well, and again, there's people who find joy in that. They find, and that's for people that, those people who are into that, that's what that's for. But you and me, where the lives that we live aren't necessarily the most pious, towards, like going to church every Sunday or Wednesday or like sometimes the people who go to church the most don't go for the fact that they, are servants of God or anything like that. It's that they want to appear to be servants to the faith and all that. And they want to pretend. They think that being religious,
or they just think the
better.
wrong reason. They think that, like, they can get away with whatever they do at home as long as they go to church every Sunday.
Yeah,
it's like, well, I can beat my wife at home as long as I go to church every Sunday. I'll be all right.
I can abuse my kids and like steal a bunch of money from my coworkers and all that, or my
employees. There's a difference between drinking alcohol and being a violent alcoholic.
Yes.
Like, there's a difference between...
Hell, drinking is in the Bible. I mean, like, ever heard of communion?
Yeah, I mean, and there's...
Like true communion? Wine and wafers?
Like, there's a difference between, like, fighting for, like, MMA and, like, starting a bar fight. Like,
yes.
It's the same...
There's a difference
kind of differences,
There's a difference between, the pugilistic nature of competitive combat sports and literally sucker punching someone on the street.
Yeah.
There's, again...
And I mean, like, there's all kinds of examples like that, but essentially, like, I see it this way, is, like, the way that, in my opinion... So, like, I'm not Catholic, but I think the 7 deadly sins have a point.
To a certain degree.
Because it's not that performing one of these 7 deadly sins, performing any one of those actions, like, if I eat too much...
Gluttony.
That doesn't mean I'm going to hell.
That doesn't mean he's gluttonous.
Yeah, if I'm sexually attracted to a large number of women, like, it doesn't mean I'm going to hell. Like, if I'm extremely angry about something, it doesn't mean I'm going to hell. What it does mean is that these are the things that are most at risk of consuming you to the point that they damage your relationship with God.
Not only they damage your relationship with God, they turn you into not a good person.
Yeah,
they turn you like the faith. It's
like when you're thinking, like, all the time about nothing but poon. Like, where's the room to think about any kind of relationship with a higher power? Know what I mean?
Yeah, or just not considering the fact that your obsessions lead to people being uncomfortable.
Not to mention, like, lust goes darker than even just being poon obsessed too. It goes to the point that if you're hurting other people to satisfy your lust, then there's a problem. Like, obviously, there's also consensual things, like, a little bit of like pain play that people are into. Like, but if it's consensual, that's a different thing from like if you're actually hurting people that are not consenting.
You see.
And then greed, it's like, you can strive to be successful and strive to, and want enough money to live comfortably off of, but it's like once it becomes an obsession to the point where you're at the top of a company, like literally like Mr. Scrooging, little Timmy and his family out of Christmas dinner, like God probably is going to look down on that.
Well, as Steve Wozniak, who's by no means a religious man, he said something that I heard him say. It's just like, it's not binary. You can be successful and a good person at the same time. Mm-hmm. You don't have to resort to like one or the other all the time. I
kind of like the idea of including like, I don't know that it's on purpose necessarily, but it is a good religious message that has come about as a result of the way they've played the story out.
Yes.
Which is like just because you do certain things doesn't mean you can't have some sort of religious connection.
Yes.
And obviously there, it's open to interpretation across the world. There are certain religions that are going to say, no, if you do certain things, we'll straight up just execute you or excommunicate you.
And you see, that's the thing. That's why there's different sects of religion. For instance, the Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther nailing the proclamations on the door of the Catholic Church. Basically,
but also you should never let other people dictate your relationship with God, because other people are not God.
Yes.
Whoever your God may be, whoever the higher power is that you may want to have a connection with, whatever anyone else thinks about that, it's between you and that higher power.
And it's not a pope, a high priest, or nothing. A pope, an imam, a rabbi. None of them are basically going to be like the answer. You don't go to them to seek forgiveness. All you have to do is get on your knees and literally pray. That's all you have to do. You
literally don't even have to get on your knees to pray.
Well, that's true as well. But the thing with organized religion that always gets me, I notice this a lot. That's why my family, for the most part, I remember the last time we went to church, because my family just got sick and tired of the organized religion, and seeing how many people just came to church, not because they wanted to, express their faith in God, but just because, they wanted to come there and pretend like, they were better people just because they came to church. That whole problem is that, here's the thing, you know what the difference between you and the Pope is in the eyes of God? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There is no difference between you and the person on high that some organization has put up on top to say, oh, this person's the closest to God, you should listen to him. No, it's not how it works.
I quit going to mine because I have close friends that are gay, and one of the last sermons I remember hearing was the preacher mentioning how he felt that a lot of the problems and things going to hell in our country were because they've legalized gay marriage and all of this stuff. And he's like, we need to pray to God that they see the light. And I'm just like, dude, this does not feel like it's coming from a place of love.
No. And
that's not what Jesus preached.
And this is why I loved my Baptist pastor. Yeah, a Baptist preacher. Imagine that. My Baptist preacher, DJ, he was like, honestly, he was open to having people in his church that were gay, and when people protested it, he literally said, "What is the difference? What is you think God loves you more than them? No. God does not hate anybody. God will judge you whenever you die. That's how it is. You are sitting here and judging them because you think you know what God wants." And basically, DJ pointed out in the Bible, he's like, look, he's a red letter Christian, and nothing in what Christ, which for those of you who don't know, the red letters in the Bible, that's basically the words of Christ. So DJ basically based his faith on the Ten Commandments and the word of Christ and how Christ lived his life. Christ never spoke out against homosexuality, ever, not once. And there's people out there who, want to use the book of Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and all these books that, in all honesty, have been interpreted so many times and have been just like thrown all throughout the Middle East and just had everyone's interpretations thrown on them, that basically the closest thing that we have to faith in God is like Jesus Christ. That's it. And anyone out there who claims that they know what God wants, I mean, number one, either they're crazy or they're delusional. Sometimes both, but oh well.
Yep.
Anyway, that's going to do it, everybody. This has been a hell of an episode. Can't wait to see them fight the undead in the next episode, and also can't wait to see which path Pike chooses. I think I know which one she's going to go with, but I guess we'll have to see. So, until then, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you later, everybody. Peace out.